Just text, I know it's a toss up, but I hate the fact that we lost touch. Ayy, the Uber pulling up on call. Tell me, is you trying?
Hey, hey, hey. All right, now it's Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Oh, I thought I had that on mute. I never can get it right. Oh, but that's all right. Ah, I'm so happy to be on here this morning, and I'm hoping I got some friends here with me. And I am in Florida. It is nice and sunny. Oh my goodness, it is nice and sunny. Hey, Manuel. Hey, Alfreda. It's been a little bit. How y'all doing, Emmanuel? Is it nighttime where you're at? Alfreda, how you doing on the middle of the week? JN, it's almost time for school again. It's almost time for school again. I have been this morning I have been busy. So busy, and I'm so glad I had Mita Wong. She came in before I started cuz it's late where she's at, so she's probably in the bed. And Emmanuel, I'm pretty sure is it late for you, Emmanuel? Where are you from? Alfreda, I know it's daytime for you. How are you doing this morning? There is Warm Strong. I thought about you a little bit this morning, Warm Strong, but I'm not going to bother you today because you got a lot on your plate. Okay. Hey, Ruby Garner, thanks so much for stopping by. And Emmanuel said, no, Emmanuel, I don't eat breakfast. I don't eat till about 3 o'clock. I do intermittent fasting. I know it sounds unhealthy to some people, but it's good for your body. But I always tell people talk to your doctor first. Talk to your doctor first. But it works well for me sometimes. I would say 99% of the time. Maybe 1% I get off it sometimes. But I am so happy all of you are just stopping in. And I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Because you could be somewhere else, and I'm just so amazed everybody keeps stopping by. And even after I'm off the replay, I get so many people that stop by, you know. And Emmanuel talking about he eat eggs and pancakes. Anybody else ate this morning? Eggs and pancakes. That's a lot of good protein, Emmanuel. That's a lot of good protein. I tell you. I'm from Lawrence. Lawrence, is that Georgia? I know there's a Lawrence in Georgia. Where's the Lawrence at, Emmanuel? I know there's a Lawrence, Georgia. I do know that. And thanks so much for sharing, your breakfast with us. And today we're going to talk a little bit about community. You know how communities can be small and strong. And it's usually a group of people that agree, and they should be able to agree to disagree, but we know it's not always that way. So, and I don't even know how to organize this because it comes from so many different angles, is what it is. Ruby says, thank you. And I feel like I do intermittent just by chance. My husband used to too. I go hours before I eat, and then I ask myself, hey, did you eat? It's usually in the afternoon or early evening. Okay. Okay. And Ruby, I want to get better. I did it for a long span of time, and then I stopped when I'm always blaming it on the pandemic, but I'm sure, but I'm really trying my best, and I really need to get some movement in is what I need to do. But yeah, thanks so much for sharing that. She talking about I have had breakfast yet. I think she said that she haven't. But yeah, but some mornings if I wake up, but I never was really a breakfast eater. I just ate all through the day. Hey, Deb, I didn't talk to you at all yesterday. At all. That's my best friend. We talk every day. But I don't know what happened yesterday. I was a little off yesterday. Sometimes you don't have a problem, but somebody comes by and they drop that problem right in your lap. and then you don't know what to do with it or which way to go or how to get it off. So it's just something that I have to think about. And that's really on the outside of my home. And somebody kind of just dumped it there. So it's something I have to got to deal with and come to something, some kind of something. Yeah, that's what I knew. That's what you meant, Alfreda. But it's so amazing how so many people are really getting with intermittent fasting. Because I know when I first started, people was just starting to do it. And usually I'm the one always finds something after everybody's found it. I'm not a breakfast food person either, with the exception of cereal. I love cereal. I haven't had cereal forever, Ruby. Let me cut the fan on. Hold on. This morning went by too fast. I didn't get to put my eye makeup on, but that's fine because my skin is beautiful. I just got to find a lipstick that works for me. I'm not a breakfast person food either, with the exception of, yeah, I love cereal. When I was a child, anybody in the chat, what was your favorite cereal? Mine was Tony Frosted Flakes. They are great. That was my girl. I could eat the whole box. I couldn't tell my mama, but girl, I ate the whole box. I love Tony Frosted Flakes with all that sugar on it. As a child, I would even eat it now. And also, Nightbot just dropped Andre Southgate from New Zealand. Please go by him. He's like a boxer announcement. He talks about all the boxing. He's amazing, and his views are growing. And he's just amazing. He is an amazing friend. It is 9:37, Ruby. What time is it? Where you at? Thanks, Ruby. It's supposed to be pink, but it's more of a what I want to say. It's not pink. It's more of a I can't think of the color. What the color is it? But I wish it was more raisin bran. Raisin. Oh, I used to hate raisin bran as a child. Ooh, I'll eat it now, but as a child, I wouldn't eat it. Oh, there go that Scott. There goes Scott. There you go, y'all. Done took my friend Bill. Yeah, you took him. Yeah, you took him. But Controversial Cruising, Warm Strong Adventures, they have a great show. I think this is about the third one episode. And it's tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also Bill is doing Banter with Bill on Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I hope. I don't think he changed the time. He'll let me know. So okay, Ruby, great, great. And there go Controversial Cruising. Honey, I could do a lot with $1.99. I could go to the Dollar Tree. I sure can. And here we go for that Controversial Cruising. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really do. And I'm so happy you're here, Scott. I'm gonna have to come on y'all show one night. I'm not a cruiser, so y'all can come up with an idea for me if I like it. And so you and Bill think about something that I could do, you know. So think about it. Give me a little while and let me know ahead of time. But Scott, Controversial Cruising, he's a new friend to me, and I'm sure a long term he has my personality. He sure do. He's fire. Fire. It's what it is. Alfreda says we're talking about cereal, Scott, because I know you just came in, but we were talking about our favorite cereal when we were a child. And mine was Frosted Flakes. Tony is great. It used to be the commercial on TV when I was growing up as a little girl. But I loved that. And I used to get the box and hide it and, and take it. And another thing I used to take was I loved orange juice as a child. I love orange juice. And What else did I love? Oh, I love raisins. I still love raisins to this day. But when I would steal raisins, didn't take them, steal them, I would drop them on the floor, and my mom would catch them because they'll plump up. I was a child always doing something. I was always doing something. Ruby says, Alfreda, I couldn't eat shredded wheat without adding sugar. Oh my goodness. I tell you. And then she says, Alfreda says, oh, that's what she's saying. My childhood cereal was really shredded wheat. Girl, who raised you? Your grandmama. I couldn't stand shredded wheat. I tried that. She said with sugar and bananas. Oh my good, Ruby. I don't think even if they added honey, sugar, bananas, peaches. I used to love peaches. Anybody added peaches to their cereal? I used to add that, open that can of peaches and put the peaches in there with a little syrup when I was, girl, that was good. Ah, let's see. Better your energy with Betty J. No, they gonna see. They go over there with you and Bill tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm pretty sure it's on Controversial Cruising channel. But yeah, and thanks so much, everybody coming in. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Share me out, and I will pin you up to the top. I think I have Controversial Cruising shared me out, and I got to remember the other person. Oh, it's me, Alec. They shared me out on Monday. So I have them pinned up to the top. It just helps me and gets my name out there a little bit more. And it just helps, with the thumbs up also. And you always just have to ask. Betty, I don't like peaches or anything of that taste, the smell. Really? My favorite smell is roses, though. If it's going to be a mist of something or essential oils, hey, together we travel. We're talking about our favorite cereal when we were growing up, and then now we're adults, how we eat so differently. I haven't had cereal in so long. I think when I was grown, it was Honey Nut Cheerios. When I got grown, that's what it was. And thank you so much for coming in, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm having an amazing day. I stay in Florida, and the sun is high up in the sky. Okay, and my husband, he had to go to dentist today, and they canceled mine last week. Thank you so much, Ruby, and I thank you so much, and I'll definitely share you up to the top. I definitely will. Alfreda says, I said a grandma raised her. She said my auntie raised me. Yeah, I knew that with that shredded. That sounds like something my grandmama would have. Grandma Mary. Yeah, shredded wheat. That would be my grandma Mary. I tell you. And look who I got, Mama Laney. Philippines, love her. We gonna have to get enough money to bring her to the US of A. I am part of Mommy Laney's community, and I love it. I love going over there talking. And a lot of times, Mama Laney, a lot of times when I come, I just want to talk. And then when you say, share her, go over to her house to see, I'm like, I just want to be here. I just want to show my love to you and not have to share and go back and forth to other people, even though I know that's what we do. We're just talking about those childhood series. We're gonna get on the community thing because this is all about community. You talk about the things you love, things you dislike or don't like. Ruby says, I'm on a Honey Nut Cheerios kick now. It's been about 2 years. And also, I was raised on oatmeal too. I loved oatmeal with milk and sugar. And then sometimes, very rarely though, she would sprinkle like cinnamon on it, but most of the time it would be sugar. And girl, I want lots of sugar. Sugar and milk is what we would put on. I know some people had cream of wheat. I think the farther south you were, you didn't have cream of wheat. You had oatmeal. Alfreda says, "Do you remember getting yeah, but no." And what was it? The in that box. Lord, I can't. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Ooh, I could see the box. It was like caramel popcorn, is what it was. That's where I got my prize. It might been about the cereal. Cracker Jacks. Cracker Jacks. Oh, I used to love Cracker Jack. Get all gummy on your teeth and stuff. I am yes, Elfrida. So I remember Cracker Jack, but I can't remember the cereal. It's been forever for me since I was a child. I am doing amazing, Lainey. How are you doing? I know it's almost bedtime for you in the Philippines, but welcome in, welcome in. Oh, I got Famous here. Hey, Famous, how's our baby boy doing? I think he's 5 years old too. Rooted, Famous, we're talking about our favorite cereal when we were young. We're going to talk about the community. And that's gonna be all over the place, y'all. I couldn't organize myself on that. My best friend said Captain Crunch and Sugar Pop. Oh, I remember Sugar Pop. Yeah, I don't think we did Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch was there, but I can't remember Captain Crunch, Fruity Pebbles. We didn't have that in our house. Mostly Frosted Flakes is what, and it's probably from my mom era, and then she just brought it over to her. I love oatmeal. Oatmeal is oatmeal. Make sure it's on. Oatmeal is filling. That's a good thing about oatmeal. You really could eat oatmeal for dinner too. You really could. Um, and Ruby said, or I already said that she still love oatmeal and cream of wheat. I never really had cream of wheat. I never really had cream of wheat, you know. And AR Guns, hey Elliot. Hey, and you don't have Instagram. I had wanted you up here so bad this morning. Can you join me this morning? Because I know you don't have Instagram, and I'll just drop it in the chat. Elliot is a long time friend of mine. And I know this is the last minute. I could wait for you to get the coffee, Elliot. If you could come up, I would definitely drop it in the chat. I'm going to talk a little bit about community today. And just let me know, yay or nay. You can't hurt my feelings. You know how that go. And Alfreda say, talking about not Cracker Jacks. I think I ate Cracker Jacks until I was older, you know? Yeah, I do. I don't know if they're in a box or in a bag now. Are they still in the box? I haven't had them forever. Yep. Oh, there go radical changes. Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome in. We're gonna talk about the community, but I'm trying to get to know my community just a little bit this morning. That's usually through your stomach. I think Ellie is thinking a little bit. Should I go up? Should I? I should have wrote him to his email yesterday. Yes, Alfred, as an adult, I still miss them and the games on the back, and I'm not ashamed. Oh, I remember the games on the back of the cereal box. Now I remember that. I do. I remember that. I remember that. And the people that's coming in for the replay, I'm gonna get to the community part. You know what I'm gonna do. Y'all always know, but I'm kind of chit-chatting this morning. It's the Wednesday, the middle of the day. And I know my people that come after work or during the day, they're looking right for that title, and they think that I'm not gonna but I'm gonna give it to you in a minute, okay? Famous, I was in the bushes listening to Famous. Fruity Pebbles. Fruity Pebbles. See, that kind of tell you age too. He's younger than me. So Fruity Pebbles, I don't think in my household, my boys didn't have Fruity Pebbles. I think they had like Cheerios most of the time. Cheerios is what they had. Honey Nut Cheerios most of the time. But thanks again, all of you coming in. And cream of wheat. I never had cream of wheat. I never had cream of wheat in my life. I think the farther south you were, the farther, But yeah, I'm going to get off of this in a little bit. And thank you so much, Radical Changes. Thank you so much. That's why we're going to live cereal. Michael Jordan was up. Remember they used to put the sports people on there? Bruce Jenner was on there. I can't remember if it was cornflakes or Cheerios. The cereal of champions. I can't remember. But yeah, they used to put sports players on there. Yeah, I keep energy early in the morning. You have to catch me about 7 o'clock, and then I'm like fizzled out. But I'm gonna get out this house today because yesterday I really had a blah day because of, like I say, something that was kind of dropped in my lap. So, you know, I got to find a way how to get it at. I politely walk. I politely walk by life here, but I'll play the game. Apple Jacks is good. We didn't have that growing up, but I have had that in my household. Okay, see you eye and eye. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. All right. We're gonna thanks so much for sharing that. And as we're going on talk about the community, think about what was your favorite meal when you were little. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit. But okay, and I'll definitely make sure that I get with you again before, and I'll go to your email. Okay. Okay, and that works. We both got each other here. Elliot, that a rain check that I'm giving him. Um I know him from another channel. We're in two different communities, and that's what I say. Different communities come together. And like I say, sometimes a lot of men think it's all about this little woman channel, but I try to include everybody, even though I'm a woman, so I might go off on that end a little bit. So, okay. And hey mommy. Yes, everybody in here about can call me mommy. About everybody in here. And you know what? When you get to this side of life, it's so different. It's amazing. It's amazing. You can look back on your wisdom and how you've grown and changed. Um, it can be an amazing life. Life can be amazing, but you got to make it that way. You got to make it that way. But let's get on this thing about life. And I'm waiting for somebody to come in because I really want to. I got fireworks and everything for this person. And I'm hoping soon as they come in, I got to give them their roses when they come in. And if they don't come in today, guess what? They still going to get their roses. Okay. But anyway, I even questioned my husband this morning about communities. And a community, and please, over there, I can't call you mommy Betty. I'll call okay, little sister. Okay, girl, I'll take that, girl. I'll take that. You hear me? Because other people call me other things too, and we won't mention it here. Okay, but I do. I thank all of you for coming in. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Share me out, and I will pin you up on Friday. I promise. Okay. Um, but a community is like-minded, group of people that come together. But in that group of people, we can agree to disagree, and that's the way it should be. Okay. So, I'm up there thinking about something else. But we should be able to agree to disagree. Um, and also that group should be as strong as the head as the tail. I don't think there should be in between, like a leader of the group. Somebody has to organize, but I don't think any of us have to be as powerful as the other. It's just everybody being strong to bring it together. Let's see. Question, Betty. Did you hear that the FDA approved lab grown meat? Yes, I heard that. You know what? Radical changes. We're changing this just a little bit. I did hear that a while ago. In fact, my husband had, I think there were cookies and something in those, there were peanut butter cookies at Publix, and it was something in there saying that it was something in those cookies was lab grown. And I asked my husband, well, why they had to put that in there? Okay, so it's even like farm food. farm raised catfish. They say you even have to be careful of that because you don't know how they're raising. We have to, I'm telling everybody, we are what we eat. We are what we eat. Thanks so much for bringing that up. I want to eat that meat. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's everywhere for sure. We're eating it anyway, huh, Elliot? I tell you, it's like how I've eaten it. I know some people religion, and I respect that about pork. But how people say don't eat pork now, and I ate it all my life. It's like I'm gonna eat my pork. So, you know, but I understand for religious reasons, but a lot of people don't eat pork. But yeah, I'm gonna eat my pork. I'm gonna eat it. And natural meat for me, I try to, yeah, buy local when I can. I'm telling you. And it's like you just don't know what they put in there. You just don't know. Once, even with eggs, eggs, by the time they hit the store, they're old eggs, and they've been washed and all that stuff off and refrigerated. And they're old. We're not getting anything fresh unless you buy it from somebody that's selling it out of their yard. So that's the only way that you can get it. Radical Changes says, well, Walmart sells it. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, they do. They all do, because if you go to Publix, and that's just a store that we really love in this area and looked up to, all their seafood is farm raised. None of it is wild and caught. It is farm raised. Did anybody know that? Everything in there is farm raised. It's nothing wrong with it, but to me, I want something caught out the ocean, is what I want. Baby back ribs. Oh, yes. Yeah, I love baby back ribs, short ribs, pot roast. Okay, and you know what? And Alfreda, I can respect that. I can respect that. Okay, I definitely can. And look who is in the house. I've been waiting for Scratching Pete. I've been waiting for Scratching Pete. Oh, Scratching Pete, I've been waiting for you. I don't know where Pete is, y'all, but you know what? Pete, I thought about you, and here we go. Pete, I cannot wait. I cannot wait, Pete. Oh, I can't wait. We gonna see, Pete. Are you gonna show your face? Because I always say I don't want my Pete to show his face. I was waiting for you this morning, Pete. I was waiting for you. But it's gonna be on Saturday, August 5th. Yeah, Saturday. Well, August 5th. And Pete, he don't have a time determined, but I cannot wait, Pete. I cannot wait. We love you, Pete. We do. I hope you're on vacation. That's what I'm hoping. Our cheese radical changes. We were talking about the community, but now we're back to talking about the food again. Now I know where your heart is. Our cheese has been making my family sick recently because it's not fresh when we get it. Cheese caused a lot of mucusy in me. Now I don't buy, oh, I take that back. I have been buying cheese, but I had not been buying cheese forever. And that's probably why I feel so mucusy again. And I just thought about that because I've been feeling, but cheese can cause a lot of mucus in your body. And I used to, like when I was a vegan, I really got totally away from it. And I don't know why I started adding it back in my salad, but that might be um one of those. Controversial cruising say, when we're getting you on your first cruise, Miss Betty, when y'all pay for it. When y'all pay for it. I know radical changes. You got to do special for Pete. I was trying to hook that thing up this morning on Canva. You're so welcome. I can't wait, and I hope I don't miss it. I really thank you, Scott. Thank you so much. I love it. Yeah, I love them too. Warm show. You don't know what I'm doing. He always in my business, like he know me. You don't know me. He do know me. I know, right? Where's the beef? Where is the beef? Thank you, everybody, for being here. And the ones that come, I get so many people come back for replay. I tell you. Oh my God. Oh, this chat is amazing this morning. I tell you. Elliot says, I buy my beef and ribs from Ingles. They have a real butcher shop. Yeah, I would love, we really don't have like a real butcher shop. I would love to have a store. Maybe that's a video I should do, to find a small butcher shop that's I could go to and buy and purchase my meat, because it's just me and my husband, so I don't need a lot of meat. Oh God, OG Brand, part of my community. He's been part of my community for a while, and I love my OG. That's my child. That is my child for sure. Okay, I'm at the end of the chat. Let's go back on this community thing now. But yeah, a community consists of people, like-minded people. But like I say, we all got our own mind. We all think differently. We really do. And like I say, the group is as strong as the head. To tell everybody. But yeah, you need somebody to organize it a little bit. But even that person that organizes it, please come over to my Instagram and tell me if you feel that I could change something or make something better, or or I said something to offend you, because we really have to be really careful of what we say. I try not to be too careful, because then you start walking along little road. Because I know one time I was scared to talk about God that much. I talk about it this much, but I do bring it up just a little bit, because I know everybody isn't religious. Some people don't believe in God. Everybody have their difference. But a community, you can be accepting of everybody. You really can be accepting. But I find out small groups are powerful. They are powerful. I have a small group on Instagram. Most people don't know about it, but it's very small. What, we got about 5 or 6 people, y'all. We had a little bit more, and now we have 5 or 6 people. And that group, some of us come in all the time. Some of us come in rarely, which is fine in there. I know 2 of them we rarely ever see, but they come in. But I know if I need them, guess what? I can count on them. Okay. So people say that group is small and it's not powerful, and they call us the underdog, is basically what they say. People ignore us, and and even though I don't really ask for anybody to come in, very seldom I ask for somebody to come in. Some people have chose to leave because at that time it just wasn't what they wanted to be part of, and I can understand that. I think sometimes it takes strength to leave, and then some disagreed and left loudly. Okay. But I really think strength sometimes comes in quietness. So like I say, don't ever underestimate the underdog. Because as you're looking and saying, hey, they're small. Hey, she only got 2 or 3 people looking at her right now. But I tell you, don't underestimate them. Okay, do not underestimate the small one, like the U.S. of A. Will bring. Hey, CV. Hey, the U.S. of A. It's large. It is large. I'm trying to go back up to this chat because I don't want to get too far behind. CV is saying thumbs up. He crushed that ninth thumbs up. Thank you, CV. CV, I saw you over at Jared the other day. And that's so amazing because I don't know if he knew Jared before, but we were over at Jared and we really didn't have a live when I had went over because he was trying to figure out the tripod. He had 7, 8 people the whole time. Elliot says where Elliot stays where I want to stay. I live in a rural country with a lot of farms, and this country still is shrinking, but they're still here. And thank God they're still here. Everybody want to just knock everything out, take all the beauty away from this area, from country living. I stay in the city, but I always tell y'all it feel like I stay in the country. And because we still have the big oak trees, we have the squirrels, we have the birds, we have the bird nests, we have snakes, we have possums, raccoons. We have cougars, not cougars, coyotes. Is it coyotes? It's one of them. I always get the names wrong, but I think it's coyote that we have running around. I haven't seen one in our neighborhood, thank goodness. But thank you so much. Yes, radical changes. You need Instagram. Yes, you do. It's so much easier for me to find you there or your email. Make sure you have your emails and what about what about, because I read everybody's what about. I used to didn't do that, now I do. When I go to a new channel, I go and read. So if you don't have anything in your what about, you need to. Okay. um Alfreda says every great group yes, starts with one person. It really does. Because I always say, and other people disagree with me, that I really don't have a niche. And I knew I had to, if I wanted a community, I needed to help build it. And they always say they will come with that foundation, the consistency. Um, because usually, if you do it with one, you gotta really go like this and be a mouth runner. And I do, I like help sometimes, and and I'll ask Warm Strong sometimes, but now he's getting busy, so I know I don't want to depend, like, today, Wednesday, he's got a live today, then, tomorrow, and he's just busy all over the place. So, yes, there's Dee from Australia. Okay, her husband Aaron. And that's another thing with small groups. You get to know their names. Like Dee, I know she grows gardens. I know she works at night. Her husband works at night. He works overtime. They have a gang load of kangaroos. So, and CV, California school teacher, and it makes it so nice. Warm Strong. What can I say about Warm Strong? He's everywhere, but he's part of that small community that I can really talk to and know it's not going anywhere. That's the strength of a group too. That's usually where I'm gonna get back about the large, but that's usually where it breaks down, where people start running their mouths. And then there's Keisha, part of this great community. Usually with groups, as they grow, usually people start, talking about it. Could be positive, or they'll start putting things in negative that somebody they don't like, then they'll tell somebody else. My mom used to say, and I believe this. She said, usually if you have one friend, usually if they're good, you remain like this. She said, usually when you add a third person in, somebody gonna talk about somebody out of those three. So a group has more people. I don't know if anybody agree with that, because you can have a lot of friends, but there's different degree of friends. See, I only have three. One, I really, for 40 some years, one I don't talk to as much, but two I still talk to, one every day and one every time we think about each other. But usually, and it's weird with my group of friends, we're not close friends with each other. We don't do anything, which is really rare. But yeah, but that's usually what happened to groups. The drama comes in, we don't nip it in that bud right away, and that's what generally happen. But thanks so much for coming in, Keisha. Thank you. CV say, if you see my lives, I live. Oh, I didn't know that. Surrounded by fields, dairies, and orchids. Okay, orchards, oranges, huh? Like in Florida. And then we don't even get our oranges from Florida, California. We get it from out of the country. Where are our oranges at? Where are they shipping them at? I'm sure they're shipping them out the country, but I'm trying to keep on going down this chat so then I don't get lost. CV said, I didn't think my about was important until YouTube noticed I was near 1 million views. I know, right? I was like, he up there talking about help. You got it, CV. You just gonna have to branch out some kind of way, because you're more like into yourself, and people are coming in more and more, because the more you go live, I don't know how you're going to do it when you go to work. But even if you go live, like how you were going, maybe talk to us while you're going to work, coming home. I know that California traffic can be bad, but just bring us in as much as you can into your world is what it is. I'll keep going down. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Thumbs up to help us grow. And yeah, we were talking about being small but powerful. And people, they're like, oh, they're nothing. Even with small YouTube channels, it's like people just flip you off. How many people you got? You could say 1,000. 1,000 is nothing to people. You're right at the bottom. You're at the bottom. Yes, you're at monetized, but you're right at that margin. But I'm going to tell you what happened, new people. The bigger people, listen in, this is true. The bigger people watch you because they know you're going to come in with new stuff. You're important to them. Uh-oh, phone ringing. They're watching you because they know you're coming in with new stuff. They know you trying hard because, hey, they running out of ideas. Okay, so you are important. You are powerful. You're just as important as those people that got over 1 million. Yes, they got the sponsors. They got all that money coming in. But I'm telling you, and you don't have to be a real big channel to get sponsors. Good sponsors. You just have to be a good channel. And you have to have the people that come in, and they don't have to be a huge number. Some people always talk about their numbers, but what we looking at? We looking at consistency. We're looking at how that person is, the personality. Do they rub people the wrong way? Do they come in and try to take over? I'm telling y'all, if y'all sit back, you will notice it. All you got to do when somebody come in the chat, sit back and notice them. People always show their colors. If they come in, they don't say hi, and they just drop their link and go, okay, that's just a little red flag, just a little bit. Or they come in and they don't say hi, and they just start talking about their channel and don't say anything. A little red flag, not a big one until you get to know them. Because there are givers and there are takers. There really are. Because I didn't really realize Now, don't think I love getting my super chat. They're not needed, but much appreciated. But I didn't realize that people give you money to expect something back. Honestly, I didn't that's why I say you get a certain point in YouTube. I didn't realize, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, that people gave you stuff because they wanted something back. My thing is, give more than what you expect back and give from your heart. Whenever I hit that button, super chat or whatever, or writing, because it don't have to be money. It could be just being in the community and being part of that community and be able to be vocal in your community. Because I think back, and I'm going to get back over to chat, we were talking about, and this was a while ago, I've done like 170 some shows. And I thought about one time they were talking about Prince Harry, and then they carried over to William, and they were going back and forth. And I stopped their chatter, but I shouldn't have. Some things you learn as you go. Let people chitter chatter. If it goes left, then kind of say it. Nip it in the bud right away with that chitter chatter. But yes, you could be small. You could be what? The US of A versus Mexico. But you never know. Mexico could be having something so great that we don't know about, part of it, not the whole Mexico, and they're growing powerful as it come along. Okay, they can have an underground. You never know. All right, let me see what y'all saying over this chat. I just received my 1,000. Great. Yes, Elfrida got her 1,000. That is so amazing. Hey, Elfrida, believe me, I know it is hard work. Now, that's one thing I know. Get into that 1,000. It's hard work. Hard. And that's why I say, Elfrida, nothing small. People look at it as being small, but that's hard work. That's blood, sweat, and tears. That first 100, blood, sweat, and tears. And it takes a community to get you there. It really does. It takes a community. My dog scratching that plastic. It takes a community to get you there. And I also want you to know that sometimes that the community that got you there may be differences later on that maybe you won't be in that community as much, but you still love that person. Because I know that's happened to a couple of people that I know. I know it's someone that taught me about watch hours, and maybe I'm not as close to her as when we started off, but I love her. I love her, and she is growing by leaps and bounds. Okay, Healthy G Mom, amazing channel, amazing woman. She's all over Instagram. Don't underestimate her. She is powerful and strong, and she's got on those blinders, and she gonna get it. She gonna get it. Congratulations, Keisha is saying to you, Alfreda, congratulations, and Warm Strong. Everybody's saying congratulations. CV says, I try to be respectful. Yes, and that's another thing too. Somebody can come right in the first day and go off on somebody. You're like, huh? Did you just say? And there's always a way of saying something to someone. And I don't have to, I can see somebody and maybe they've rubbed somebody the wrong way. I don't have to say something right then. Or if it's bad, I'm going to nip it in the bud. It might not be in the chat, but it might be over on their Instagram. But you know what? They have a way of working themselves out of the community. They do it on their own because what happened is they expect a lot out of me. more than what I promised. So whatever they've given me, it's not from here. I'm not perfect. I get mad. I get angry. Okay? I get angry just like anybody else. We all got that side. But like CV said, we can be respectful. Then they show their true colors, and I cringe at what they say, ignorance or politics. Yes, that is so true. It is so true. And I do let people, I won't let you go off the deep end on the religious and politics. I kind of like that, and sometimes it comes in, and I have to try to be the moderator on that a little bit. And it usually don't go way over, because I know one time some kind of way the gun thing came in, but the person that was talking about it knew me and backed up really fast. They really did, because in their community, they talk about it all the time. And I'm over at his community, and I don't have a problem with it over his community. Okay. So, but he's still here all the time for me. Nothing has changed, because we're respectful to each other. And Controversial Cruising said, "You right. I gave the super chat because I expected to see." You gave it from your heart. And that's what I want, people. When y'all come in here. I'm not going to say the first time, because you really don't know me the first time. You really don't know where I'm coming from. Um, but I appreciate what you said about the smile. It is. And building a community, you do need new stuff. You need cameras, you need paper, you need lights, you need, there does take money to raise to help a community to stay ahead of the curve, the learning curve. So you definitely going to need supplies, you know but I am in a situation where I could kind of do that myself, and I'm kind of glad that I'm not dependent, but it's much appreciated on it, because I think when you really depend on it, then people can do stuff to you. Yeah, I think people can buy you out. They can buy you out, And like I say, never promise more than what you're willing to give out. And give out more than what you promised. Because if you look on my join button for my community, I say very little of what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give more, but I'm not going to overpromise. Because I know whoever hits that join button, they really want to. I have somebody, a member, like I said before, she don't even speak English. But it must have was something about me that she saw. And I'm still amazed. I'm still amazed at that. Thank you, Controversial. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up to help us grow. Alfreda says, yes, hard work. YouTube is a grind. It's a community. What went before I became a creator, I didn't know all this happened back here, y'all. I didn't know it. Let me tell y'all what I did this morning when I got up. I first the dog, okay, but then I started getting ready. Then I did a clip for my premiere. Well, not for my premiere, but for my vlogging channel. I did a couple of clips this morning before I even came on live. So I'm working from the time I get up, not every day, because yesterday I did nothing. NOTHING. I did nothing yesterday. I did go on somebody's live, and I don't think I stayed that long. But I did nothing. But when I first came to YouTube, I used to network all the time. Yes, you need to network, but don't forget about your channel. You could do too much networking. Do not forget about your channel. And please don't forget about your personal life. Your first community is your family. Your family comes before this community comes. And sometimes that let me see if anybody came in. I don't want to miss anybody. And yeah, your family is first, and sometimes your community is your family. It's all the family some people get and talk to. So that's why we need to be respectful and listen and be giving. And money is not all giving. That cash flow, it could be words of kindness. A lot of people ain't got 2 cents to their name, but they can say kind words. You can't give to everybody. It's a lot of people out there need. A lot of people out there need. But we could be kindness of words. It don't have to be money. And another thing I want to start doing, and I keep saying that, is when I go to friends' house to always have something in hand. Even if it's a card, if it's a flower, if it's a bottle of soda, whatever, they like. I want to start doing that. I really do. I want to get better. Listen, I am 67. Oh God, what did I do with my I don't have as much time as y'all got. I ain't got it, as much time. Let's see, I'm 67, 87, 90. I think I could do 20 years. I think I could give 20 years. Okay, thank you about the thumbs up so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Southgate, you in the chat? No, I think his link dropped, CV, because his link, if nobody know Andre Southgate, his link just dropped. He's an amazing boxer announcer, is what I call him. He calls all the fights. So please go. He's coming live more. He's having less lagging in his, so I am so happy for that. Radical changes, by radical changes, by radical changes. I missed that, huh? CV said grind, that is understate. Yes. Well, CV, what do you call it? And it doesn't stop. It's going on 2 years for me. It'll be 2 years in September. It's gotten better. It was hard up to the monetization. Then it's like the air came out of my cells because Mike on Clock Family Adventures or Cruising, I always get it wrong. He just got monetized. So I know right now, because he was doing so many lives, he's like, he's taking a step back. I know he is. You got to get back center. And then it took me another 6 to 8 weeks to get where I am now. And I'm at a good place. I'm at a good season. I'm at a good season. Because during this, you can get into bad seasons. I heard somebody, I don't know who it was. Rich New Design. He's back for a little bit. And he was saying that everything is just getting thrown at him. And I wanted to say, but I was so tired. I was hearing him in the background was, you just in that season. Everything get thrown at you, but it only makes you stronger. He's just in a season. I think ever since December, if Rich is in the, and here we are almost through the year. Okay. Yeah, CV, it does. You be thinking, sometimes I think they're in the chat. They're in the chat. Okay, now I see radical changes. I was a little store. Thank you so much, D. Thank you, all my moderators. Look at Alfreda. She turned 71. Alfreda, I gotta talk to you before I get into the 7th decade. That might be a good, you should come up with me and we talk about the 7th decade. I want to talk about the 7th decade because the 6th decade, honestly, y'all, was hard for me. Woo, that was hard. I'm 67 now, so I just go on by. But that when I turned 60, I'm telling y'all, I always love to tell my age, honey, 30, 40, 35. I gotta tell y'all about my 30s one day. My 30s was good. Ask my husband, our 30s was good. 40s too, 45, 50s. Yeah, but that 60 was like, ee. Well, Thursday. Well, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday there, Frida. Happy birthday. CV says a grind 900 packs, rip one per day. But look how many views you got. Look how many views you got. That's amazing. Amazing. Elfrida, girl, can you believe it, Elfrida? That we have so many people. I go on YouTube. This one girl, I don't know if Famous is still on here. She ate nothing but fruit. She ate no meats, no nothing all her life. They said, she didn't drink water either. She only drank fruit juice. I forgot how many. And she died of malnutrition. She was 39. She died, and she was only and just think, 39, and here I am, 67. How much more life could she have lived? I see so many passing when they're young. I'm like, and I get to be blessed to live all these years and more. Yeah. And you're not considered a long lifer until you're 65. Did you know that, people? The government got it all figured out. It takes you to 65 and maybe you'll be a long lifer. But before 65, they don't count you as a long lifer. But let's get back to this community thing, because we done got way off base and I got so much. That's why I'm so confused here. Okay. But I want y'all to think about this. Yes, we are blessed. Is a community, because some communities build up, they are self-contained. They only let certain people in. And if you go against, it's like living in a home association. If you go against the rules, they write you up or throw you out, one or the other. So is it self-contained? If somebody come out in here a troll, which I'm going to ban, I don't want them thrown out, moderators. Troll come here, I want you banned. I want you gone. There's no second chances with that. If you're a troll. If you come in here cussing and all that, yeah, you got to go. It's like, one word might slip out when you're passionate about something. But if it's, every word, explicit word you say, then yeah. And Dee says, happy birthday. But yeah, some groups, they only want certain people to come in. It could be race, it could be age, it could be anything. But I want to be all inclusive. And sometimes, what does all inclusive mean? Oh, it's starting to look like it's going to rain. What does it mean? Thank you so much for everybody being here. Thumbs up, share me out. And then don't forget, on Sundays, I have my premiere, okay, at noon Eastern Standard Time. Had a great showing on Sunday, and I hope it's like that again. But again, I'm going to go back to that small groups can be powerful. And sometimes people look at us as the underdog. Oh, I've been on here over an hour, but they underestimate us because we're flying under, and nobody noticed. It's even like with YouTube creators. That person, you like, oh, they went big. Very few people go big the first time. They're like, oh, they have worked their tails off. They have worked their tails off. Whenever you work for yourself, I tell anybody, you gonna work. It ain't coming easy unless you have something, and use this youth, unless you have something they really want. YouTube is huge. Huge. It's not saturated. We have only met this many people, y'all, on YouTube. I went out looking for more vloggers my age, and I did find some yesterday, so I need to go back on there. Then I need to catch up on other people's videos. It's so much as a creator. Then you got people lives, like y'all come to my lives, take the time. Then of course I got to go to other people's lives. But Yeah, but these small groups, they do get larger. But I'm going to go right quick over what I said before. Never overpromise when you are trying to build a community and bringing people in. Okay? But give more than what you expect from somebody else, and give from your heart. Okay? Give from your heart. Don't ever feel that you need to give unnecessarily just to make yourself look good or strong, because people gonna see through it. People gonna see through it. Okay. Um. Okay, I just said that. Never expecting it. And when there is a problem, nip it in the bud. Nip it in the bud. And then the organizer gonna have to be strong enough. One time I wasn't really strong enough, and I did something, and I paid for it. But it was a lesson. It was a lesson to be had, and I paid for it. So I learned I got to be strong enough to help take care of the community. And I don't want to say and that's why I'm saying, I have to be strong enough to take care of the community, is what it is. To nurture it and help it grow, because it's growing. It really is. And you know what? Being a YouTube creator, this is one thing before I go to like the last thing I'm going to talk about is we want to grow. It's going to rain. And we want, hey, Squirrel's Nest, how you doing? We're talking about the community. Squirrel's Nest is from the cruising community, and how I met Squirrel's Nest was through Warm Strong Adventures. And Squirrel's Nest is a great supporter. And what else was I gonna say? Shoot, I forgot. I said hey to you, Squirrel's Nest. Shoot, it'll come back. But and also I don't want to be loud or boisterous. There's always a way to settle a problem. I can always go to their Instagram. I call them on their Instagram. And also, I would love for it to be drama free. And we all love drama. If I sit here and say that, that's a little blood juice is flowing, I just want to be able to walk away. I really don't want the drama. I really don't. We all say that. But that's how most channels grow, off of drama, reaction channels. That's how they grow, you know. But I still say we are small and we are powerful. I know I do it all the time. I do it. I do it all the time. So you didn't do anything, and I'll just think of it. And I've been on over an hour, but I said I was going to ask y'all another question. We talked about what was our favorite cereal when we were a child. What was your favorite dinner when you was a child? What was it? Happy birthday, Alfreda. Happy birthday. What was your favorite one? Mine was fried chicken leg. This was when I was growing up. Rice, white rice. We ain't had no yellow rice. And black eyed peas. I still love black eyed peas to this day. As a child, what was your favorite meal? What was your favorite meal? Oh, I know another thing too is Squirrel's Nest. I just thought about it. I don't think this was what I was going to say. Yes, you could type hashtag Betty and drop your link. Is before I came on YouTube, I prided myself. I had a strength that I worked on for years. Keisha said, I love sauce. But, oh, yeah, I like that too. I love salt. My mom, she used to beat that cheap steak and get it all tender. And that I can make some homemade gravy now. Without the lumps, it's easy for me. Or I can make some homemade gravy with some onions, with rice and green beans. And my mom used to put potatoes in our green beans, Keisha. She's she used to put oh, used to put it in there for sure. But I don't forget what I was gonna say. I'm gonna stop interrupting my own self. I do that. That's the only thing when I interrupt my own self, because then I really concentrate in um on that. Oh, I pride myself. I was really, really strong. It took me years. And that was not to talk about anybody. And if I chose to do it, it had to be with somebody I trusted deeply. And I noticed myself slipping off that slippery slope. And I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I worked a lot of years for that, to get that strength. And I'm going to get it back. I'm going to get it back. And it's not, I guess, not talking negative, but you can also be a gossip and talk positive sometimes. You just can't hold it. It's like, I remember I used to be like that years and years ago. I couldn't hold it. And also, I'm still this though, be a person of your word. In a community, when you say something, I promise something, or if you can't do it, say it. Say it. And if your answer is no, I know some people say it's hard for them to say no, just say it. And I have to remember that some people, it is hard for them to say no. It's not hard for me. Never been. And it's like even talking to the public, that's not hard for me. Some people it is. I hear some people, Warm Sharma, I'll pick him out, that he says, he gets a little nervous before he comes on. I don't. It just, like when I come on, it empowers me, to give all my energy. Thank you, CV. All my energy. Oh, Alfreda say her favorite meal was picnic basket fried chicken, potato salad. Ooh, girl, baked beans, lemonade. Ooh, they made that homemade lemon. I ain't did that for years. And watermelon. Mm, mm, mm. That chicken, that fried chicken, and that lard. It wasn't. It wasn't oil. It was lard, pure lard. Okay. Ah, Keisha they all making us hungry. Do you remember your mom's doing like that picnic salted ham? Hey, Bud Files, you came just in time. We talking about communities. Now we talking about food. When we were little, what was the best meals that we had? Um, let's see. Collector. It's something I miss. Morning people, collector. Okay, mom's lasagna D is talking about. The collector. Maybe I missed something before. Um, I'm not quite sure, Bud Files, what you're saying with the collector. I thought maybe I missed something. What somebody said. Yes, white lard. And also on the side, high collector. Oh, okay, I got it. Yes, lard. I don't know if anybody remember that big can of Crisco lard, and they had to take the can open and open it. And then after they fried the chicken, they didn't throw it out. Now I throw my grease out now. Okay, I don't be saving no grease. And they used to have this little oil can on the side of the stove, and they'll pour that grease in there and save it for the next time they fry fish, well, chicken, because they did have different oils for fish. I'm pretty sure they probably use that chicken grease maybe for fish, but once you put fish in grease, you can't use it but nothing for fish. So I don't know what they did with that. I didn't pay enough attention. Okay, Bud Fowler, I know you talking to CV, because I always call CV. Um, yeah, it's been a little while since I caught CV's live stream. And CV say 1,000 thanks, Bud Files. Bacon grease. Okay, yep. She used to say the bacon grease too. I forgot about that. But you know that bacon grease make that food taste good. Fry your eggs in some bacon grease. It tastes better than you putting butter, and butter ain't nothing but lard almost. I tell you. But I am so happy everybody came in this morning because I'm telling you, YouTube is huge. You're gonna like someone now, and you may not like them later, but you move in a way that you still have that person's respect. Even if you know you did that person wrong, be big enough to apologize. Even if they don't apologize back to you, be the bigger person, apologize. Even if you know sometimes that person was wrong, apologize. You want the respect. If you want it, you got to give it, as young people say. They always say, you disrespected me. You disrespected me. But yeah, YouTube, it's like a maze. You got to maneuver your way around it. But it's amazing. What I found is good people find good people on YouTube. I would say, and I can call her out, I won't say the other people named Keisha. She ended up with 2 or 3 people that I am great friends with. And now she's great friends with them. I'm like, well, how did this happen? It's like CV. He went over to Jared. Who's to say if they won't be amazing? Look at Elliot. We're in 2 different communities. I want Elliot to come up. I'm going to arrange it. But I tell you, we're like this. I would tell Elliot something, and I know he won't take it back. I've been around him enough, you know? So I started hearing that in the classroom 15 years ago. Yep, I'm telling you, and it is, but don't overpromise. When you get your 1,000 and you're monetized, don't put all that stuff on your join button because you know you're not going to do it all. Okay. And remember, once you're monetized and you do set up your prices, remember set them at a price that you think that you can have forever. Because once you set up that price and you change it, you will lose all the people that's joined your channel, and then they have to re-come back, and some may not come back. So you want to think about that price when you first set it up. Alfreda saying, happy Wednesday, beautiful people. See you. Thank you so much, Alfreda. Yeah, and I am getting ready to go. I've been on an hour, 18 minutes, and we had amazing time. And I want y'all to remember 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, controversial cruising and Warm Strong Adventures, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm sure they're going to be on Scott's channel, Controversial Cruising. And let's see, Dee said something. Cedar Grove's in. Heather Werner Drew. I know, I saw that. That's your time. 8:30 a.m. Sunday, but Friday I'll bring it up because I can't I think it's like 7:30 Eastern Standard Time or 8:30 Eastern. I have to look at it. But I'm definitely going to be there Sunday. That's Come Hither with Heather. It's going to have a live. She's in Australia. Her partner, her friend is in the U.S. So they're going to have a live. So that's going to be really, really good. But again, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Warm Strong Adventures and Controversial Cruising. They're going to be on his channel, I'm pretty sure. And then I'm going to be back on Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Sunday at noon, my premiere. And I'm trying to see what CD is saying. I have a lot of links, but only focus on my YouTube. Okay, it's a lot of work to keep up with. Yeah, I don't. Facebook, Instagram, I'm on a little bit, but Facebook, I just, pinned up stuff over there from YouTube, and Twitter, I definitely, I just pin up whatever I'm putting up new on that. Oh, it's going to be on both. Okay, it's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Controversial Cruising and also on Warm Strong. So you can catch either, or you could be on both, is what it is. So I'll be on both, I'm sure. Ah, you are so welcome. Yeah. And then D in Australia say, oh, good, 10:30 our time. She's talking about Heather. Come hither with Heather and be there, be square. We gonna be there. We gonna be there. Oh, and I love my moderators. And if you can't be here, you need time off, take it off. And like I say, with my moderators, I don't really worry about them dropping links. They're here more to protect me. I need to be protected from my own self. But I'm just so happy all of you, stop by. And more people are stopping by, even for my replay. And I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss any. Oh, Banter with Bill tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I almost forgot about Bill and his banter, because he does banter, y'all. That's all I can say. But again, she's got yeah, y'all my bodyguards, girl. Yeah. Oh, and then Dee showed me her frogs that she has on her body, and also her husband's tattoo. And Dee, and get back to me, about that little bitty spot. But let me know how that goes. And but that's what I like. What I like about my community is I want to get to know each and every one of you as much as I can. And a little bit of the backgrounds, the children that you have. Like I know Warmstrong got a boy and a girl, I know, CV has children. CV say, yep, we are the scariest Spanish for hitman. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, what am I raising on here, CV? What am I raising? I told CV when I do go to Australia, because usually it's a long layover at the airport. I don't know how close you are to, what is that, LAX or whatever it is, because I usually have to stay over some hours. So who knows if you're close enough that I can, because some people you really want to meet. I don't know. CV go on cruises too, y'all. So I don't know. I might have to go on a cruise next year and catch y'all. You never know. And Scott didn't say nothing about paying for it. Oh, she said next Friday, chopped out. Ouch. Our son bites you here in Australia. I don't know what she means. She come up with that Australian stuff next Friday, chopped out. Our son bites you here in Australia. But again, I am so grateful for the community that all of us are building here, and all the community that I am building when I go off. And that's why I say once in a while, I'm going to still keep the Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning, but I'm also going to, try to do one in the evening every once in a while to catch the people that come by and watch me after. Because it's like 50, 60 people that come after. So it's a lot of people. Too far unless I'm down there. Okay. That's why I said it's probably not enough. But sun skin cancer. Okay, she says I know what she's talking about. I'm trying to bodyguards. Hold on, y'all. 2 hours. Oh, he 2 hours from the airport. Okay, too far down. Okay, I got you. I got you. The sunscreen. Okay, I got you. Yeah, and if y'all are in the sun, make sure y'all wear a lot of sunscreen, because over the years, a lot of us, I didn't wear sunscreen. I was thinking about, and I got burned a lot, even around my neck, because I used to jog in the sun, no sunscreen, and my neck used to be, oh my God. And they said that's a lot of times where a lot of people get it, but now with a lot of moisturization and stuff, I don't have that. Ooh, it looked at a hot mess. So even if you're dark, put on that sunscreen. Okay, because you really need it, because you don't, that melanoma is a nasty little disease, is what it is. And African American get it. I had a friend, she had it. So but again, I'm so happy all of you are always here for me. And hey, she stole my thunder. Thank you so much for being here. And make sure y'all hit the thumbs up button, share me out, and um I will put you on the pin you up on Friday. And thank you. And yes, we sunbake on the shed roof. Chickens. I'm sure as a little girl they sat out in the sun. And and thank you again. And I am going to say bye now because I've said it 10 times. But I am so grateful that all of you stopped by. And you know what I'm going to say? Here we go.
Just text, I know it's a toss up, but I hate the fact that we lost touch. Ayy, the Uber pulling up on call.